Day isn't too bad. It's a little bit showery, but it's kind of cleared up a bit now. In the evening seems to clear up. Strange. You want to say hello, Roni? Hello, everybody. I'm coming down here because I dumped a ladder down here in our barn. We cleared out all of our stuff from the house as much as we could. Oh, I'm not sure if you can see anything in here because it's so dark. I can see the ladder just about. And we are getting ready for the roof to come off. We can't wait anymore. It's showery, it's sunny, it's showery, it's sunny. There isn't a lot of wind. We're just gonna go for it. So Rob's just clearing out the wires up there. He's just gonna pull all of the wires out because there's wires everywhere. I'll show you now. Then I'm just about to cut out all the copper pipes that lead to water tanks upstairs. So I'll show you that. Hopefully at the end of this video we might even have a hole in the roof, but we'll see. Back in the house, up the stairs, and these are like the spaghetti strings of the wires. Just seem to run in every direction. And I'm going to tackle the cylinder and the pipes and cut them out and see what we find here, and maybe get rid of this tank. That's about it really. So we'll see how we get on, and when we have that done we will have a look at taking a couple of the tiles.
Claire called me up here to help her with the water tank removal. I have looked at the attic before, but I've never seen it without the ceiling. This is like the 7th wonder. This is the 8th wonder of the world, the Ballydehob house. I don't know how they did it. They managed to put a really cool curve in the roof, which makes it almost impossible for me to replace the roof. Have a look at this. Like, you can see that it kind of... The roof should be straight, but it comes out and curves away, and like a hurley, it just slitters off into the corner. Like, how the fuck am I meant to do that? Like, look at the ridge. Here, this is the ridge line. We're meant to be straight, and it's curving away. Like, I've bought all the wood, and I've assumed a relatively straight roof. I knew it was bulging right there behind Claire, but like, what? I don't know.
Nothing we can't do.
I'm thinking we might go flat roof now. Anyway, back to herself.
All of these copper pipes down now. I can see a bit of daylight there. Actually, they've done a bit of a patching up job with a few cross braces there. But just when I was taking everything down, this copper pipe was just suspended by this little bit of baler twine above the tank. And it's just funny really that this tiny little bit of baler twine was holding this up for the water to go in. And there's quite a few other bits of baler twine hanging up there which were holding this pipe or that pipe in place. I suppose that's what we're looking at as a farmhouse, and that's what they had to tie their pipes up with. We've kind of got so far. This is super heavy and seems like it's full of water. So we're just trying to figure out the easiest way to empty this so that I can remove the cylinder. So I'm going to pop downstairs and see if I can cut a pipe to a radiator and that might just pull the water from it. Okay, so we'll go and do that now.
It is getting dark in here. We throw on our light. I don't know if you can see a difference, but there is very little cabling left in the building. We've taken it all out. Claire's on her second load of cables. Claire?
Yeah.
Down to the cubby hole. So I suppose, what do you... Oh my God.
I got stuck around the blade.
Oh. The joys of the farmhouse restoration. Go on. Whatever out inside, those cables outside will not last. That is the Ethernet cable sending our Starlink, which seems to got whacked. Sending our Starlink up to the caravan. The immersion is out. We can't find the supply for the water heater. This is a spur. This is a spur. That is an extension cable upstairs, which was plugged into the spur. We have the ground here, which was used to ground all the copper pipes. This was a spur going to the kitchen, which is now going to all the sheds. We've taken back all the lights. All the light circuits are here. The cooker circuit is here. 3 spurs are there. I have this connected to a spur upstairs, which is currently turned off. That's useful, so we'll keep that for a little bit. And we have the parlor spur here and here. I see maybe the lights are still turned off. Yep. We have our electric shower and our lights. That's it. When we take the roof off, we're going to put a tarp down, a really good tarp, just right over the consumer unit right here, and we're going to tape that down. We're then going to put a little bit of builder's film or damp-proof membrane over the whole floor and try to run it off a little bit to the wall at the front, because conveniently enough we kind of have a little hole going down there, so we might try and run the water to that. What was the other thing? What was the other thing? Oh yeah, funny. We normally just throw things out this window so we can fit them in the trailers. And just as I was opening this really old aluminium window, the frame just kind of deteriorated. So it's gently stuck in there. As it happens, our window guy is coming in about a fortnight, so I have to take these out anyway. That was handy. Jesus, there was something I wanted to say. Nope, I don't know. When the roof is off, as I say, we'll have the builder's film down, hopefully. And when we're expecting a little bit of rain, to be doubly sure, we'll turn off everything at the consumer unit. And I'm pretty sure we should be all right. I've tested everything with my little socket tester, with my pen tester, with my clamp tester. I actually am missing my proper multimeter. I wanted to do a residual earth leakage test, but I must find that tomorrow. That's it, I think, from us tonight. A little bit behind schedule. We wanted to at least take one symbolic tile off the roof, but we didn't. We're okay with that because tomorrow's weather is meant to be terrible. Tomorrow is Wednesday. I think Claire will just do a little bit more organization here while I work tomorrow.
After much worrying about how to get the water out of the cylinder and cutting every pipe around it to try and get the water out, we finally discovered that if we bring this pipe down, it will just flow out this way. So that's what we're doing now, trying to empty it, and then hopefully it won't be as heavy to remove afterwards. Seems to be a lot of water in there. So it's just as well I didn't make a hole in it. Now once this is done, we are ready to tape up the floor and start the roof. So, cylinder out. Who would known? How I would never have known I've been taking a cylinder out of a house. But anyway, there you are. This actually, having this on it and chopping it here was a bit of a saving grace, because down here we couldn't get these off, even though they are turning, but there was no water coming out. But because of that, it's maintaining whatever water is below here in there without making a nice big mess all over my floor. So it's a win-win. Now I've just got to get it down the stairs. So now we're coming to the other side of the room. Cylinder was kind of behind us there. This is what I'm doing now before we finally get the roof off, and that's to completely cover all the floorboards in plastic wrap, kind of hoping that we don't get too much rain, but we do get a lot of rain, so we won't be able to do much about it. But at least if I try to preserve what we can. What's directly beneath this one is our mains electricity downstairs. The fuse box is directly below this. So I thought if I did this section first, and then I'm going to roll out a pile more then over it, with the hope that that's sort of double layered. I may also do, let's bring you over here a small bit. I may also do just at the top of the stairs as well, because that is where the downstairs bathroom is, or where our electric shower is. But we just want to protect it. If it means we can't have a shower for a week, then it means we don't have a shower for a week, but at least if I try to protect it as best we can. Everywhere else we have cut the electrics, so we don't have any more electric running anywhere, and we only have one socket, as far as I know, coming from the fuse board now, so that we can use. So I'll put on time lapse now and I'll finish off the rest of the floor. Pretty much now you can see I've finished that side all the way across. Staples gun isn't great at going in the walls, and then I've also covered the loo, because we're still using that loo obviously. So I'll turn you around now, and we're all prepped. Floor is all covered. Just trying to get to tape the sheeting to the walls, but the walls, they're just so crumbly and dusty, not so damp, but just crumbly and dusty that I can't get the tape to stick. So I was just going to play it by ear. I'm going to get up, see can we get a pile off. I'm all suited up, down to my wellies. Wearing absolutely nothing underneath this suit because it's so bloody hot. So may have to blur myself out in the videos. Absolutely ready to get up there and get that first top corner down if we can.
Look at that weird dog. You see Rooney out the window, standing up there on the wall, licking the big 5-litre bottles of water in the rain, and we have water everywhere for her. Okay, so I've just clocked off work. Claire's been at it for a few hours now. Here she has. She's coming to the end of her annual leave. She's really started on the roof with a vengeance. I think at this point I've already talked to you a little bit about how we work with the asbestos. And I've showed you how we take off the tiles with the slate ripper. It's actually raining outside, kind of misty, so we couldn't have gotten a more perfect day. We have this place done up like Dexter's kill room. Kudos if you get the reference to Dexter. And Claire has started here. And for the first time in a very, very long time, we can actually see a bit of the sky through our roof. I'm just getting a new battery for the reciprocating saw, just so now we can get outside and we can take them off at the top, and this will allow us to break far less. So unfortunately we had to break a good few going up. I would say every second one we broke, but hopefully now we can get to the top where the nails are. Every time we remove one tile, it'll just uncover the nails for the others. I would hope we might be back to 1 in 4 breaks. But happy to say the ceiling. Not happy to see how not straight this roof is. Progress in any direction is good, I suppose. We can't complain about that.
The concrete ridge tiles. Oh my god. Feels great to be up here, Claire.
Yeah.
Stick your head out the top like.
Have a look down the chimney.
I don't think I'm there.
It was a late night last night. Oh, look at this. Look at the belt. Look how snazzy. Well, if you stand it up for me, I'll just pop this in. And who says this kind of roof asbestos removal has to be unsexy? Today Claire is rocking the midnight blue PPE with the
Rob.
Good morning from a lovely West Cork. It's not the morning, it's not necessarily lovely, but it's the absolute perfect weather to take down a few tiles. I'm just going to show you how we're working. You can see the old rafters looking empty. So I'm on the tall ladder and I can kind of get half of the roof from here, and I'm just moving along. Let's see if I can get out. I am working my way across the ridge and down slightly diagonally. This means when I take off the 2 screws here and here, it'll expose the 2 screws here and here, and the 2 screws here and here, and so forth. Last time I showed this video, or doing something similar, I was using a slate ripper, which is great when you want to get in underneath the slates, but when they're exposed like this, you don't really need the ripper. If you push down on the slate, you can get this guy underneath. Just give it one tap to lift it up, and then with the other side, pop it out. And so it's pretty easy to, sorry, another one. It's pretty easy to take off the slates when you go this way. You can limit the amount that break, and when you limit the amount that break, there's no dust, so it's all very safe. We're able to save quite a lot of them. We just kind of stack them down there, and there's a few that break and they just go over the edge. It's raining now, so if they smash on the bottom and leave a bit of dust, at least it won't go airborne due to the weather. When I have finished all the slates from this section, I will then cut off the battens, move my ladder across and finish them off. And then Claire can come along with a smaller ladder and she can start to tackle the bottom. So that system has been going okay for us so far, but right now this is going to be a bit more difficult because it's over the bathroom and it's over the stairs, so I'm not sure how we're going to access them. But yeah, all going pretty good actually. Very straightforward, not as scary as we thought, just a little bit slow. And even though the weather is safe, it's a bit wet, it's a bit cold, but perfect weather for this job. Alright, I'll leave. We're not doing much of a time lapse because actually it's quite awkward to get up and down the ladder, and I don't really know where to put you, so yeah, I'd say we won't show much more of this. Hopefully we'll get it done tonight. Hello from a sunny West Cork. As you can see, we're having the time of our life. We're just finishing off a few bits. If you'd like to be a part of this wonderful adventure, why not watch me on time lapse? The weather has not been great for recording, but we just got on with it. Weather is really struggling with our batteries for some reason, so constantly charging and recharging. Okay. What you want cut?
Just like those these ones. This one. Those 3, and then I can get them. Will I leave it there?
Yeah, I'm out of batteries, so I'll have to try and hammer it out. we're gonna call it a night. I have no idea what time it is, maybe 8 or 9 p.m. and we're both drenched. The power is off because, well, everything's wet. So we're gonna see. I'm not sure we're gonna be able to have a shower, but we're gonna try and have a bit of a clean and try and get warm because it is freezing. The house is very topless. This is amazing to see. There's not many times you're going to have your house exposed like this. And we're kind of happy that we have all of the roofing off. Actually, you know what? I'll talk to you outside when this thing is off, okay? Oh, such a miserable day. Oh, it's just Baltic out there. Come on in, out of rain. So, which one is more rainy? Dog's going to be in a waterbed tonight. Poor old Rudy. Yeah. This seemed like a good idea earlier. We have 3 layers of tarp above the consumer unit and 2 layers of damp-proof membrane. It hasn't gotten through this whole space, quite dry actually, but the family room soaking. You can't see that. This is the parlour. It's quite soaking as well. Oh well. Still the summer though. Shorts, t-shirt, sliders, woo, woo. And ice cream. Happy days. I'm singing in the rain, just singing in the rain.